Hello, Jade here from Earth Angel Frequencies. First of all, I want to say this is so cool that I'm able to share manifestations that have actually happened and my experience with Joe Dispenza's meditations. And this one is a really beautiful one because it's truth and I really feel called to share it. And this one in particular is how I manifested my dream partner who is obviously with me right now, and we just got engaged here on this trip, and genuinely I never thought that I would be married nor engaged. Was not a thought in my mind. So I'm going to teach you how to manifest your partner, or at least share my story, and hopefully this inspires you. And this is in the lens of Joe Dispenza, of course. And again, if you are new to this world of Joe Dispenza, you can go into my other videos and where I explain his methods and techniques. However, I am going to explain it in the sense of how to manifest. So let's get our journals out. And if you really want to be committed to your future, then get your journals out and we will do this together. Okay, so I'm going to first share with you my story of how I came from an emotionally abusive relationship of 3 years, which I manifested. Like when you look back on your life, or currently right here, right now, you realize that you have manifested everything that is in your life, including all the suffering, including all of the hardships, including everything that is of toxicity. We are manifesting, whether that's subconscious or from a conscious layer. Now, I was in a abusive relationship for 3 years, and emotionally manipulative and all of these things. And the funny thing is that I don't know how many years ago now, but 5 years ago, I was in Costa Rica with this man. And here I am 5 years later, engaged in Costa Rica with one of the nicest, purest human beings I've ever known, and I feel so blessed to be with. So it's full circle moment of realizing that this manifestation has come to fruition, and that is why I'm sharing it with you, because yeah, it's a beautiful cycle. So yes, I was in a very distorted relationship that really took a long time for me to heal from, and I would say that the reason why I manifested that relationship to begin with was because of my beliefs surrounding love. So before we dive into how to actually manifest, we have to be clear on the fact that how we feel about love, towards love, and our relationship with love and relationships with intimacy and in general is what is manifesting your relationships currently, or your situationships. So I manifested someone who was controlling, manipulative, emotionally abusive, dimming my light, calling me names all the time, making me feel like absolute shit. And the reason why I manifested that is because I believed that that's what relationships were like. I thought that everyone was going to cheat on me because everyone had in the past. I thought that there was no such thing as loyalty. Like, I was loyal, and I am of that matter. I've never done that to anyone, never will. But I thought that that's just what my fate was, that I would have to accept that this is the relationship that it is. And I just dealt with it, right? I accepted it. So I accepted that as what I was worthy of and what relationships were. When I got out of that relationship, it took a long time for me to heal. It took a long time for me to be feeling safe with men. It took a long time for me to understand that that's not normal, right? It took a lot of strength to overcome that and heal from it. And how I began to heal my relationship with love was looking at myself and recognizing who I am as a partner and as a lover and as love itself. Because I would often say to myself, like, why do I keep on manifesting this partner that is so mean and not of pure love, when I am pure love, when I am nurturing, when I am caring, when I am genuinely loving unconditionally, when I'm aware, when I am conscious, when I am have a desire to be in a partnership and co-create life with. I just couldn't wrap my head around how someone like me could manifest a relationship like that. And it was because I was not integrated in the fact of knowing what love truly is, because I never saw it. You know, you don't, when you don't get it, it's hard to believe in something that I guess you've never seen, right? But that's what change is. That's what redoing your past is because everything that we know, as Joe explains, everything that we are is a representation of our past. And in order to overcome our past and move into our future, we have to begin to believe in new thoughts and believe in the new and potentials. So I started believing that I could find an individual that was my equal in the sense of loving and nurturing and supportive and beautiful inside and out, and just a loving, pure being. And that is exactly how I manifested my partner here today. So I found this in my journal. I knew that I wrote it down. I knew that I was working with this. And this is from the date. Okay, so this is this is in Tepoztlan, Mexico. This was a silent day. I host retreats with Obsidian Retreats, myself and my best friend, and we crafted a silent day for everyone in this retreat. It was a 7-day retreat in the mountains of Mexico called Crystal Clear, and it was about getting clear on your intentions. Just hilarious that this is the manifestation that came from this, because we asked everyone to stay silent for a full day. And during this meditation is when, or this day is when I was manifesting my dream partner. So here it is, silent day, day 4 on our retreat, Tepoztlan, Mexico. And I was manifesting quite a bit, writing it down. And then this is where I manifested love and partnership, right here. Okay? So I wrote down everything that I desired in a man. This is the first step of manifestation for manifesting your partner, is writing it all down of what you want. So I have a really long list, and all of them have been met. Let me read some of them to you. A kind man. I have no doubt that he loves me. He is into my world of healing. He is grounded, nurturing. Physical touch, acts of service, and words of affirmation. He shows me he loves me. He chooses me every day. He loves to explore and travel. He supports me emotionally. He dances with me in the kitchen, laughs with me, learns with me. Strong but independent. Aware, able to communicate his emotions, make me feel safe, loved, values all that I do, holds me close at night and wakes me up in the morning with coffee. He is loyal and I never question it. Trustworthy, ready to accept my love, is a child at heart. He is in love with life, me, and himself. He is home. When I am with him, I feel. This is an important one to add to your manifestations. Not only do you want to talk about what it is that you want, but how you feel when you're with them. And this is what I put. I feel nurtured. I feel empowered to be the divine feminine I am. I feel safe to express my feelings. I feel safe to be myself. I feel loved from my heart. I feel valued. I feel strong. I feel butterflies in my tummy. I feel softness, needed, for sure, happy, and ignited. Okay, Stephen and I met in May 2024. Sorry, May 2024. Wait, is this 2023? Sorry, I'm confused on years. October, November, December, January, February, March. Okay, so let me go back. This is dated October 2023. October 24th, 2023. I met Stephen in May 2025. We are engaged January 2025. Okay, so that is the process of the timeline of manifestation of a healthy relationship and everything that I just said in my journal. Whew, okay, so let us grab your journal, and I want you to write everything that you want in your dream partner and in your partner. First of all, I want you to write a list of all that you desire. And then the second portion of this, I want you to write how you will feel when you are with them. That is the first step. So pause this video, begin to get into a state of here and now and ask yourself, what is it that you wish to desire from this individual? How are they? What are they like? And how will you feel when you're with them? So let's get crystal clear on that first. Okay. And then after you are done finding out what it is, that list of what you would desire and who it is and how you will feel, it's time to incorporate Dr. Joe into this. Now, what I would recommend is, I've mentioned this meditation before, but tuning into new potentials is quite possibly my favorite meditation from all time of his. And the reason why I love it is because it takes you outside of who you are, rises into energetics, and then you manifest from a place of energetics and quantum. And he invites in the question of, what is the potential that you wish to manifest? What is this potential that you wish to call in? So during this time, that's when I would manifest my dream partner. That's when I would manifest someone that I love deeply, someone that loves me, someone who's loyal, someone who is a child. All of the lists that I just spoke about is what I would feel in that meditation. And that's one way to do it with Dr. Joe Dispenza's tuning into new potentials, is to guide that meditation into the potential is your new partner or your future partner. And it's really key to understand how you feel, because again, his entire work surrounding meditation and manifestation is to charge your manifestations with positive energy and positive emotions. So that's why it's important to get clear on how you feel when you're with this person. Now, outside of his meditations, I remember just having a moment of just being like, I surrender to, I got off all the dating apps, I didn't date, all of these things, and I just said, like, you know what, I'm good, and I'm gonna wait until I magnetically and called to an individual, and that's gonna be my person, and I know that it'll happen that way. And I remember just saying to myself, like, I am open and I am ready for true love and pure love and a divine love. I just remember fully surrendering and being like, look, I'm open. I know it's scary. I know it's going to be intense. I know that it's coming, but I'm ready. And I used to sit in visualizations, which I have a video on, which I will link, on how to visualize the exact visualizations that I was doing to manifest my partner, which was me living with this being in the most pure happiness of life. I know that the outside version of what I was manifesting was a guy with tattoos with blue eyes. Like, that's who I was manifesting. But at the soul of who I was manifesting was a kind individual who was aware, grounded, loving, nurturing, and into the world of healing, which is what Stephen is. And I'm a sound healer, and he creates life force energy tools. So we both serve the world and the community the exact same, with healing energy and frequency healing. And that was really important to me. So looping back, I would genuinely just sit in meditation and visualize myself completely and wholly feeling all of the emotions that I would feel when I was around this person. For example, just from the meeting, I remember visualizing just being so magnetically charged to this person, and a knowing, a deep knowing that this was it. And I remember being just so safe, like feeling so safe, so loved, so nourished, so secure. And I invited in all of this into my manifestations and meditations, visualizing us laughing and drinking coffees together and traveling together. And yeah, it's kind of, I don't know, wild, I guess, to visualize all of these things and let your imagination run free. It feels very childlike, with that energy of just letting your imagination take its turn to be free. But it's the truth, and it happened. And Stephen and I met because I saw him at a drum circle. We were at a drum circle in Toronto, and I literally looked at this man and I felt this like pull, this magnet. I was like, holy shit, I need to know that person. And I mean, 2 weeks later, we moved into it together. And yeah, 6 months, 7 months later, I guess, we're engaged. So all of this is possible. I'm telling you this because I did this to manifest. As you can see, I wrote down that list. I used Dr. Joe's Tuning into New Potentials manifestation meditation to call in this being into my life, and knowing that I was ready for it, I was open. And I also would go into my own meditations and my own visualization and think about how I would feel with this person in life scenarios, in everyday life. How would I feel? And the most important thing for me was that I felt safe, because I've experienced a lot of not safe relationships, emotionally and physically. So safety was number one for me. So I would really just like feel myself with no anxiety, full trust, full loyalty, full commitment, full love. This sense of just like everything is out the window. Like, of course we're together. Of course he loves me. Of course I love him. Of course we're devoted to each other, So it's important to get clear on what it is you want and the feelings that you feel when you're with this being, because that is what's going to magnetize them towards you, is the feeling. Now, another aspect of this, which I touched on earlier, is to manifest a being, to manifest your ideal partner, to manifest your love, your beloved, your divine union. You must be in a divine union with yourself first. You must recognize that you are pure love. And this takes a lot of healing with self, because only when you love yourself wholly, completely, and truly will you be able to magnetize a being that is in love with themselves and in love with life and in love with you. We must manifest from the place of which we are calling in, right? We cannot, I've said this before, we cannot manifest love from a place of self-hatred. We cannot manifest abundance from a place of lack. We cannot manifest happiness from a place of sadness. We have to rise into these emotions in order to call them in. So when it comes to calling in a partner, we must become love. And not just in those moments of meditation. We must embody love, embody security, embody safety, embody loyalty. We must be the things that we wish to call in. If you're not a committed, loyal person and you're trying to call in a loyal person, that's not cool, first of all. And second of all, that's not how it works, right? You're not going to be calling in a loyal person. You're going to be calling in a disloyal person and then wondering why you didn't call in a loyal person. It's because you're not loyal. You're not acting in accordance to that value, that virtue. So how do you expect to magnetize someone who is also acting in that virtue, which you're not acting in, right? That's a discrepancy between law of attraction, right? You have to become what it is you want to manifest. So not only in those meditations are you love, are you purity, are you loyalty, are you commitment, are you devotion, are you kindness, are you adventurous, pure, unconditional love and safety. Outside of that meditation, you have to act in that way and embody these presents and become the beloved you wish to seek. You must become the partner you wish to seek. And I know that this has been kind of a cliche, you hear it all the time, but there's a reason why, because that's literally how it works. You have to become the individual, the partner you wish to manifest. Okay? Like Stephen is a little fairy boy and I'm a little fairy girl, and we are one and the same. We're both children. we're both, we're literally the same. So it makes sense, right? It makes sense. Why? It just makes sense. Okay? So this is kind of a lot and all over the place, but I realized that I had a lot to share among this. Okay, so let us just highlight one more time. 1, write down a list and get super clear on what it is that you want in a partner. On the next page, write down all of the feelings you feel when you are with this being. Then you go into meditation and you begin to visualize this person of who it is that you want to manifest and call in. And then you charge it with energy, all of those feelings, emotions that you want to feel when you're with them, begin to feel them in that visualization and that manifestation. And then continuously repeat this manifestation and visualization. And then make sure you are becoming this manifestation visualization. You're acting in accordance to what it is you are calling in. You are the individual you are calling in, one and the same. Okay, so become one with that manifestation visualization and let the universe bring them to you. And you will see. Okay? I hope this was helpful, and I hope this allowed you to see that it doesn't matter where you come from. If you've only been with situationships and toxicity and maybe some heartbrokenness and maybe some even emotional abuse or anything of that manner, you can break that habit, break that pattern, break this relationship and story with love that you have, and manifest something so divine and pure that you've always wanted, because I have, and I am, and I have. So I hope this inspires you, no matter where you are in your love life and love journey. And I don't know, maybe I can do a separate video on how I healed from this relationship, the past relationship that I was talking about. If that's of interest, I'm happy to open up and be vulnerable on that one. But yeah, let me know if there's anything else that you wish to learn or have any questions. I'm so grateful for this. Thank you so much, and blessings.